Well, hey, friends, welcome to another edition of the Weekday Podcast. I'm so grateful to be with you today. I want to remind you that you can find all of our past episodes at weekdaypodcast.com. Again, that's weekdaypodcast.com. It's a great way that if there's a topic you're looking for, you can quickly search it. Or if you've got a friend that you're trying to say, hey, here's a great next step to get the Word of God in you, it's a great resource to send them. But today I want to ask you a question. What's the biggest thing that you've done in the last year? Like if you could brag for a minute, not the humble brag version, but the real one, the moment that you walked away thinking, man, I pulled it off. If you have that thing in your head, now I want to ask you the second follow-up question. After you did that big thing, how did you feel the next day? How did you feel? My guess is we assume that the day after the win should feel like it's a mountaintop, that we should have more energy, more confidence, more of God even. But a lot of us know the truth that the day after the win is sometimes the day that we feel the most empty that we've felt in months. And we don't tell anybody because it doesn't make sense. I just had my best day. Why do I feel like this? Well, there's a prophet in the Old Testament who has the single greatest day of his ministry, a day that's so dramatic that it gets its own chapter. And less than 24 hours later, he's under a tree asking God to let him die. But he himself went a day's journey. Here's what 1 Kings 19 says. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a juniper tree. He requested for himself that he might die. And he said, It is enough now, O Lord, take my life, for I am not better than my fathers. Now, this prophet is Elijah. He's the same man who stood alone against 4,050 prophets of a false god, and he watched the fire fall from heaven in front of an entire nation. He's not a rookie. He's not fragile. He's a man running at the highest output of his whole life. And one threat from a queen sends him running from the wilderness, wanting to disappear. Now, that doesn't mean that his faith was fake. It means nobody, not even a prophet who calls down fire, gets to skip being human. We are spiritual beings living in a physical body. We have unlimited potential and zero unlimited energy. And when you've been pouring out at that level for that long, it doesn't matter how strong your faith is. Your body will eventually send the bill. If you've had a big win lately, maybe it's at work, in your family, in your walk with God, and you're wondering why you feel flat instead of triumphant, I want you to hear this today. That's not a crack in your faith. That's just what being human costs. And so here's your one small thing today. Stop interrogating your emotions and start asking a simpler question. Did I actually take care of myself after I gave everything I had? Before you assume the flatness is spiritual, rule out the physical. Elijah's story doesn't end under the tree, and neither does yours. And so we'll pick up right here tomorrow, because what God does next for Elijah isn't a lecture. It's actually breakfast. Your biggest win and your lowest moment can happen back to back, and that doesn't mean something's wrong with you. Have a great day. We'll see you back here soon.